talk. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Solar Scouts Podcast.
Yes, we're back in person. Well, face to face.
Face to face. I bet you thought you was going to see The Last of Us, but no!
No.
We have returned.
My coworker, who was an older woman, she said something today, and she said, fact. And I was like, what now? She was like, that's what my grandson says. Fact. And I was like, I know she means facts, but also I just had to pretend like I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, I don't know the new lingo. Cause like, how was
Why
I
you do her like that?
How was I gonna correct her?
You should be like, oh, okay, I see you.
That's like my
trying to learn. You should say trying to learn. That's what will let her know. Did I say something wrong? And then she would have corrected herself.
It was cute.
Gotta lead them on.
No, I just was like, what's this one? I've never heard of fact. She'll be okay. Her grandson will correct her.
You lied to me.
Anyways, we have a chill episode. So before we get started, we are drinking our tea. If you want to pause, for us it's the evening. I don't know when you're watching this or listening to this. It's the audio only format. But go get your tea, coffee, water. Drink your water. And hang out with us for a little bit as we talk about some anime.
Some anime.
Like some. It's like a lot. Some and a lot?
A lot some.
A lot some.
Yes.
Anyways, how
Stay
you
tuned.
doing?
Girl.
It be like that sometimes.
You know, I'm doing okay. Life has been, adulting is hard.
It's hard.
I don't like it. It's very trailer park.
That's a good way of putting it.
Oh, I'm not gonna say the other word because ghetto is beautiful. Ghetto starts all of these little fashion stuff and everything. Anytime you see like all the rave stuff and everything trendsetting, it's because of the ghetto.
You know, do you remember that post
Or
a
black
couple
people.
months ago where that girl turned her shoes into a corset?
Hey, guess what they doing now?
And everybody
And
said,
it's
watch,
high
y'all
fashion.
calling it ghetto now. It hadn't even been like 5 months.
Everything they call ghetto is now high fashion.
Yeah.
So I would never, no longer say things are ghetto unless I'm
Yes.
talking about some top stuff. When I say things are horrible, I say trailer park. And you can add me at Foxy Nima on Twitter, and we can have a talk about it.
You can add me too. Cat burglar. Pretty much everywhere. We don't care. But you can also add us at Soul Scout Spot. And send us your questions, your concerns.
Right.
You can go on Apple Podcasts and rate us. Be honest if you would like to be, but also be generous. And you can find us anywhere. So that's some good housekeeping. That was a nice segue.
How are you been?
I've been okay. You know how brains work
Yes.
against you. And so I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's the best way to
One
put
day
it.
at a time.
Yeah.
That's how sometimes it's just one day at a time.
I haven't even sipped my tea yet because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. I like the hot.
I don't like for my tongue. My tongue gets burned so easily. It's annoying.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh,
Burn my tongue.
dog.
It's gonna come back.
After a few days though.
I got them all. I got taste buds everywhere.
I bit
A
piece
few
of my
sacrifices
tongue off one
is
time.
okay. It's for the greater good.
I bit a piece of my tongue off one time. And then I forgot that it was healing and I went to Chick-fil-A and got their lemonade.
Ooh. First of all, how do you bite your tongue off?
I forgot what I was doing. I was like 20. And I was biting on something real hard and it was like, you can probably still see it.
Ooh.
It's like, you see like where it's like all weird?
Yeah.
You see how like it's like a chunk?
Like instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Oh man, I'm sorry for people who are just listening. You can't see anything, but
Let me bring my neck up, child, because I was so shook. It had me looking like.
Yeah, it took a long time to heal. You know, another thing I did that took a long time. I was having a nightmare and I scratched my eyeball in my because I was having this nightmare. I woke up and you know, in Kill Bill when they take the eye out, and then that's what I was doing. It was so painful. Anyways, take care of yourself. I don't know how that works with trying to.
Well, that's okay. So I had a dream that I was playing basketball and somebody hit me with the basketball, and then when I woke up, I was mid-air, about to fall off the bed.
Oh my goodness! Do you sleep on?
No. That's just like that one time. You know how you have like the little lucid dreams, and you think. I think that's what happened. Like I was like REM sleeping, lucid dream, and I had to somebody hit me real hard with a basketball, and when I woke up, I was like falling.
Oh my goodness! Your body was like, "This is."
So, we're talking about some anime, and I think you wanted to start first about some of the anime that we're watching now.
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
Okay. So what are you watching right now?
Y'all don't come for me. I'm watching One Piece. I'm watching One Piece. From the beginning, obviously.
From the beginning.
From the very beginning, and
it's so crazy how much anime has evolved.
I know.
Because you go back to those classic anime and you just see
the animation is so, which I love, because I mean
that's how you know it's OG.
Which we'll talk about, we grew up on that, so that's what we knew anyway. But just it's so much new anime that when you go back to the old, because we recently rewatched Cowboy Bebop, my husband and I just love that old vibe. You know, it's just.
I do too. Don't get me wrong. Cause
I know. I know you do.
Sailor Moon. We in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that Speed Runner is an anime?
Speed Runner?
Is it Speed Runner?
Speed Racer?
Speed Racer.
Yes. Speed Racer.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, isn't it originally in Japanese too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who says it's not?
Not me. Not me, but
Would you say that Avatar is an anime? I've heard people say yes. I've heard people say no. I think the easiest answer is that it was heavily influenced by anime. But you have American mangakas who write and make manga, and it's not American comic books, but it's done by Americans. So I feel if you feel it in your heart that Avatar is an anime, then it's an anime.
It's cartoon to me. I can't. That's just me though.
I think
I agree that it's heavily influenced by it, but I wouldn't count it as. Just all this stuff that Netflix is coming out with saying that it's anime. No, it's not.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to talk about Netflix and anime.
It's not. Half this only. It's probably only one or two that would be okay, I can see it. But all this stuff that they're coming out with, calling it anime, no, it's not anime. And the format that you're doing is definitely not anime.
The who?
The format that they're using.
Oh, the format, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying an anime name.
Okay, was One Piece the only?
I feel like I'm watching a lot of stuff.
I am too.
Because I think we're both watching Soul Eater. It's a rewatch for me. My husband is watching it for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of okay.
Y'all are y'all are amazing.
Anyways, by myself.
You don't like me talking about. That's why I keep talking about.
You talk about how sweet it is. I am watching Puella Magica. I always get that so twisted, and I have to check it.
Baby, you don't want me to say it.
But it's a magical girl anime.
I wind up saying Methuselah.
Methuselah?
It's a Methuselah Balut.
I have this customer at work who every time he comes in, he's like, you should watch this or you should read this. And I'll be like, if I've never heard of it, then I'll add it to the list, or if I've seen it,
Mm-hmm.
But he always gives me good recommendations. And this was one that I never wanted to watch because it looked too cute. But he was like, no.
You do cute.
I do cute to a certain extent. I don't like super cute.
What's that manga you told me to read?
Which one?
Soap and Water.
Sweat and Soap is okay. When I say cute like this, I mean little girls in their high pitched voices. Yeah. Sweat and Soap is like for grown folks, and they're doing like. Do y'all remember Chobits? Do you remember Chobits?
Mm.
It's like that. What is Chobits? Like a droid or something? It's very fan servicey, but like the main. I can't remember her name, but she had that like real high pitched like Hideki, oh, and she was super cute. It was a good anime, I'm not gonna lie, and it has a great intro. But sometimes I don't want that. I want like some. But Sweat and Soap is not that. Sweat and Soap is for grown folks. Obviously. With jobs.
Obviously.
Yes.
Who else could be wanting to smell people?
It is so good. Look. I'm going to tell every episode, y'all need to add her. She already gave you her ad. Tell her to read Sweat and Soap. Tell her to read it. That's where you need to start. I promise you will love it.
And guess what I'm going to do when y'all at me and tell me to read it? I'm going to mute the conversation.
No. We're going to get you. Anywho.
Oh, did y'all see? Wait, I want you to see my shirt. Joker.
It's so tight. I like the way it looks like it's highlighted.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I saw you.
That was PG.
It was.
My shirt,
was no problem.
It's covered. Okay, it's covered. It's covered. Okay, so some of the anime that I'm watching right now. I'm rewatching JoJo because fashion.
JoJo is one I never could get into. I'm sorry, y'all.
I had to like really sit there and be like,
yeah,
like I can't like wash dishes or whatever. I had to really like. But once you sit there and you like you really get the vibe, it's like okay.
My brother used
and then chiseled cheeks, outfits galore. It's just a whole fashion. It's fashion. It's fashion and fighting.
Fashion.
That's me.
Fashion and fighting. I like that. That's a good title.
F&F. Fashion fighter. Don't steal my idea. Trademark.
TM. The last one got messed up. TM.
What else? Oh, still watching Black Clover. It's a lot. But Asta.
That's another one I never watched. I know we've had this conversation. Don't do it. It wasn't on my list. Maybe one day.
Now you know how she. If you start watching.
No, ma'am.
If you start. Hear me out. If you start watching Black Clover, I will read Sweat and Soap.
Okay. I'll start watching it for you
if
to
you,
read.
If you don't
read. No. That's what you said.
At the minimum, if you don't continue watching Black Clover, I won't continue reading Sweat and Soap. And that's on period.
But
done.
Okay, 1 volume per episode, right?
Yeah. How long is the volume?
It's like 9 chapters. Okay, per 2 episodes.
Thank you. I don't do odd numbers anyway.
What else?
Okay, and I'm rewatching. Yeah, well, you know I'm watching Soul Eater, but I'm rewatching Demon Slayer movie because after our last conversation, I was like, well, let me give it another.
So are you gonna watch like the Mugen Train? I say Mugen Train art, or are you gonna watch the movie? You gonna watch them like break it up in episodes?
I'm gonna watch the movie first.
Okay.
And then watch.
Tell me if you watch the.
I'm taking
Mugen
notes.
Train art. Tell me if it's worth it, because if it's literally just the movie broken up into 7 parts, I don't see why we need to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Just tell me if that's what it is.
Okay. Now?
No! No, I'm saying when like, you want me to look it up? I looked it up and I
like,
really get a
this is the way that you looked at me like that, like, girl, will you Google this? I'm like, well, I mean,
I have no idea how to Google. I don't know how to do it at all. Oh, that's ASMR.
Get into his spooky nails so you can't really see them.
Oh, I didn't notice the thumb.
And then,
oh my goodness,
I call these my soul grabbers.
Those like ghouls.
And then I got the little spiders. And I did that to like little gray mist.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So creative.
You can go on my Twitter and see. That's fine. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Did you have another one?
No, that's it.
Okay. So this episode, we were kind of thinking like, y'all are just chilling with us, as you do. You know, we're just two friends that talk about everything that we love. So we are going to recommend some anime that we think people might be interested in.
Okay.
Yeah. So first off, I know that a lot of people get frustrated when people say
I looked
like,
at myself.
"Oh, you're fine."
I looked at us actually, but I'm back to y'all. What's up?
A lot of people don't like to recommend Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. And look, I get like, especially
I like Naruto for a beginner. I think it's entertaining enough.
The
You gotta go always to the beginning though. I think it's entertaining enough
for
somebody to like.
I think it's intimidating though, because of the amount of episodes. Because it is very frustrating to explain to somebody who is new to anime what filler is, and that filler is not necessary. So if I tell somebody there's like 700 episodes of Naruto, and then you tell them, but really only 500 or less are necessary to watch, then they gotta pull up a list and figure out which ones are filler. I just think it's intimidating. It's a lot. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying it's a lot.
So what if I just say, look, if you want to start, you can watch Naruto and go through the episodes. If you see something, because there are gonna be episodes like Naruto's first lunch. You can skip that one.
But the first part of Naruto before Shippuden, after the story ends, before he, in the anime, before he leaves the village, there are 200 some episodes where the manga was not finished, so they didn't know what to do for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So they made like 200 some episodes that had nothing to do with the story, and then they were like, okay, fine, we'll just stop here. And then they had, when the manga part 2 was out, then they made Shippuden. So,
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but
I'm not saying they can't start. I'm just saying it's more intimidating. I think newer, they have a better schedule the way they do things now. Like My Hero Academia, yes. Demon Slayer, the seasons come out and then they pause and whatnot. And so it's like, which I don't know if My Hero has much filler besides, I don't even know. I don't read the manga,
it's
so.
Like, every like 7 to 10 episodes or so.
Yeah, like maybe
you'll get like
a beach day episode, you know what I mean? So
I would suggest, if you want to do an OG, and I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, if you want to do an OG anime, I really would suggest Bleach. Now I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't hate you for the Bleach. It's that you chose another 1,000 episode anime.
I know. Because it's my favorite. That's all I got. Anyway, don't do that.
The reason is because it's my favorite.
I would really, like you said, suggest like the newer anime first. Just because it's straight to the point as far as like the story or the manga goes. And then you can dig your way deep. Like I would never suggest for you, I know I just said Bleach, but scratch that. I would never suggest for you to watch like Sailor Moon. Yeah,
I think you have to really, like, when
you got to get into it.
Because you have to understand that, yes, it is weird that she's supposed to be like 14 and also like...
But she's like 38.
Yeah, exactly. And then later she's like even older. It's just weird. And so if you're not used to that kind of...
reincarnation.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And that, yes, it's gross that her boyfriend, love interest, is supposed to be in college. I'm not defending it. It's just like that was a different time. They try to fix it with Crystal because I think he was supposed to be like a little bit younger.
Yeah, they're like they're almost the same age.
By the time it ends, she's 16. So I mean, anyways, I'm not here to debate that. Whatever. I think like something. If you watched an older anime that you wanted something short with a good story that was not based off powers, Cowboy Bebop.
I agree.
It's got a great soundtrack.
Jeez,
it's just.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Oh.
I can't like.
I mean,
because most of all of the anime I watch has like some type of powers or whatever.
That's the thing. So when
sorry, except for Way of the House.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's a good one too.
That is a good one.
Straightforward, funny.
Do not hold that as an expectation of the animation for other anime though. I think the animation made it funnier. But it definitely was jarring because I was not expecting it to be like that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, I think it's a good recommendation. So that's gonna kind of like go into the other thing is that most anime that people enjoy watch that they dress up as are shonen characters with the occasional magical girl type anime, but that's not the only thing that's out there. Like you have a lot of slice of life. I've never watched what is it called? The Orange Host Club. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know. I had friends that were like really obsessed with that when we were like in high school. That just was not my thing. But there are things like that. And even Haikyuu, the volleyball one. Sales at Work. That's a fun one.
I like Sales at Work.
Yeah, especially if you're like in the medical field, which my husband is. And you are like the stuff
wow.
Yeah, like the stuff is like legit.
I can relate to this.
I would like ask Philip, like, is this right? Because I don't. Science is not my thing. I did environmental science just to make it through. I mean, love the earth.
Just to make it through it.
Just to make it through.
Just gotta get through it. Gotta get through it.
But there are a lot of anime like that, and I mean, you can find them just about anywhere. Netflix, which we're still gonna get to. Crunchyroll has a lot. Oh, okay. I will say, as far as an anime with a lot of episodes, but it's really good, people should watch. You will agree with me, Hunter x Hunter. That's a good one.
I definitely would. I was expecting something like super outlandish. That's why I was like,
Hunter x Hunter.
Objection!
Yeah, it has one of the best.
Ace Attorney is out.
Oh, I forgot about Ace Attorney.
Objection!
That's why you said speaking of. I was like, what?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I just like really.
I'm excited about that. Anywho, because I'm going to have to get it. Anywho, and play it on Twitch. Yup. But yes,
so,
I agree.
Let's pause. Fox, tell me, how can I watch you play games on Twitch?
You know, look me up.
Okay.
It is twitch.tv/FoxyNema. That's FoxyNeema, all one word. Okay? And I am streaming on Thursdays and Sundays. Naturally.
That's right.
Now, you can go on my Twitch, which is also FoxyNema, to get updates. Because sometimes life happens. But, for the most part, and it may be even more because I'll have my own room now.
Yeah. Oh.
She upgraded. She upgraded.
Okay, Vogue.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't really so funny.
I mean, it was Vogue inspired.
I wish. So we gave you some suggestions about which anime to start watching if you haven't watched anime before.
I really feel like there's a lot, and if you are ever if you ever just want to ask us for recommendations,
you can always add us.
Yes, you can always add us. It's a ton of anime. I mean, like, if I'm looking at my wall in front of me right now, My Hero Academia, Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Definitely.
Trigun.
Yes.
Trigun is really, really good. It's really, really good. Like, Oh my goodness, how did we forget Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? We both love that.
That's another good one.
That's a really good one.
I might have to watch that again.
We were rewatching it, and then it just got too much to watch. So, yeah. I mean, you can make your way to like the bigger stuff, like One Piece and Naruto. And if you're interested in Dragon Ball Z has a lot of flaws. I think mainly because of the time period, but the animation is still really good, and the fighting is really good. You can watch an abridged version. They used to have that Dragon Ball Z abridged on YouTube, but it was like funny. I think like Akira Toriyama is a GOAT. He influenced a lot of the stuff that we love. Whether you like Goku or not, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's a good story. Like, is it the best? Probably not. It's still fun. And before we move on, let me make sure that... Oh, I had to look again. Mob Psycho. That's another good one. It's only 2 seasons right now. It's short.
I might look at what.
I had to just look around. Mob Psycho is really, really good. It's the same person who did One Punch Man, so art style is very similar.
I don't know why when I heard that I was like Moon Knight, and
what's Moon Knight?
Moon Rider, whatever that man name with the little bicycle.
What?
One Punch Man.
Oh yes, I forgot his name.
Moon Knight?
I can never remember.
It's Moon something. And every time he came up there with a little bicycle, I'm like, get yourself.
I know, especially the time he got punched and like got knocked out. I was like, I'm gonna need you.
I was like, it only took literally 1 punch.
Right.
We gonna do a part 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2. Okay, just honorable mentions. Jujutsu Kaisen, because it's new, it's only 1 season, you can go ahead and get started. We already said Demon Slayer season 2 comes out in December, which actually, before we move on, we have to talk about something with Demon Slayer. Okay, so this is, if you made it to this part,
hi,
we're gonna give more details at the end, but this is just like, if you've made it here, just keep listening.
Yes.
We have partnered with Manga Brownies.
Hi, Manga Brownies.
They are 2 wonderful women who love manga, and they mostly post on Instagram. They really make me feel like I need to just keep buying, because the recommendations are always so good. It's not even just like manga, it's webtoons. They're just phenomenal, really, really sweet. But we're partnering with them to do a giveaway in honor of Demon Slayer coming back for the Mugen Train arc, and also preempting season 2, which is coming out in December, like I said. We have a sweet giveaway that has like a lot of cool stuff. So this episode is airing the same day that the giveaway begins. At the end, we'll tell you how you can enter, but all the information is actually on Instagram. So hopefully you enter and possibly you win. Good luck. And go follow Manga Brownies. I mean, you're going to have to anyway, but they are wonderful. And if you're also trying to get into manga, you need to be following them for their recommendations.
For sure. Yeah. They don't make me want to spend, because I ain't going to spend like Katt does. But it has made me more intrigued in manga, which in the future episodes, probably the next 2 episodes, we're going to go and find a manga for me to start, which Katt thinks she knows what to get.
I think I do. I mean, I already said so.
Maybe the Manga Brownies can help you.
Yes.
Because if you fail, I'll take $1,000 home.
Nope, I don't got $1,000 for you to take.
But
take it from somebody else.
Good luck, everyone.
Yes.
May the games begin. Just in time for spooky season. Speaking of spooky season. Oh, wait, you don't watch Drake. Anyway, anywho.
Before we continue, I also want to include movies. And I'm not going to list all the movies because you can find them just about anywhere. But, Studio Ghibli has some great movies. And if you are really, really new to anime, which I had a friend recently tell me they watched.
Studio Ghibli. So I'm like, Ghibli who? Because I was thinking Jigglypuff.
No, not Jigglypuff. Like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Grave of the Fireflies.
I love Spirited Away. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's great, and the soundtrack is top notch. But anyway, so now we want to talk about the anime that we grew up on compared to now. And I was really thinking about that because, like, the animation style, which we touched on earlier.
Yeah.
And, like, the popularity. Like, when we were younger, folks weren't watching anime like that.
Oh,
which we're not going to be like those, like, really, those... Yeah, we're not going to talk about it like those guys that be so hurt. Like, girls weren't even giving me the time of day, and now they watch anime.
We was right there with you.
Right, like...
Getting the time of day, so that was a new problem.
I just think it wasn't...
Just kidding.
Well, partially. It wasn't that popular at the time because people wanted stuff like SpongeBob, you know, and it was like when we were younger.
Feels, man.
I know, but I really think shows like Avatar made that kind of style more acceptable. Almost everybody I talk to, especially guys, if I tell them I love anime, manga, and all that stuff, they say I've seen Dragon Ball Z or I've seen Sailor Moon, but it was because of Toonami. Like, they were watching it after school.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like...
Toonami opened the gateway for a lot of people.
Even my dad used to watch Dragon Ball Z. He used to pick us up from school and rush us home to watch Dragon Ball Z. And if we were going to be late, we had our VCR set to record the episodes. So we used to have, like, almost every episode on VHS.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
my dad was like, not with anime.
Mm-hmm.
He was more comics.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how, like, I started to love comics through him, because we will get up Saturday mornings, watch Justice League, watch Spider-Man, watch all the comic cartoons that come on the weekend, every weekend.
Mm-hmm. See, it's so funny. I think we've talked about this, like, off camera, but, like, how our parents really poured into this.
Oh yeah, my dad
and
used
then
to
they,
beat
like,
my butt in gaming too.
Yeah, my dad, Street Fighter, he always did M. Bison, and I was Chun-Li. My brother was either Ryu or Ken, and my dad, like, would practice just to be able to beat my brother. Like, that was his thing. Like, we would come home and he's like, I want to play. Even now, if he sees us playing, he'll be like, oh, let me play. But there was one time my mom, like, watched me play Gears of War, and she was just like, I can't handle this. It was too bloody.
Oh yeah,
but
my
she was
mom
trying
doesn't.
to support. Yeah.
My mom don't do anything like any. It's no.
Yeah, the only game my mom ever played with me was Super Mario World, and then when I was older and I got Xbox, we had a racing game called Gotham something, and she used to play a racing game with me.
Oh,
yeah, it was fun.
That's cool. Yeah, mom. Like, my mom, she's one of those, like, her technology. I ain't even gonna try with you. Cause how you do this? I already showed you how to do this 5 times. What's not clicking? Love you, mom. Let's go back to the other stuff, like shopping.
Right, like. Let that be our thing.
Let's go to brunch. let's go.
Don't worry about your phone.
Nope. But yeah, oh, shout out to my blue baby. You know he worked. Oh, thank you for supporting me.
Oh yeah, if like we need to find an anime for him too.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Samurai Champloo, he might like that.
No. I have tried. I have tried to, like, start watching it with him, and he'll politely pick up his phone and not even look up at the screen.
So that's a good point. The anime is not for everybody, and
not.
You don't need to
and
watch it just to impress anybody.
Right.
It's like, it can be weird. Like, when I tell people the stuff that happens in an anime, and they don't watch it, then they're just like, this means nothing to me. I don't see why this is so cool. Like, I can think of several instances where I've just cried over an anime, and it'll just be the weirdest part. You know, I like to cry.
Yes.
I mean, I don't like to cry, but my brain just makes me cry. But anime when we were younger, like, besides the fact that everything just looked so cool, that I don't know if we realized how cool it looked then, because it was just the way it looked, you know? But comparing it to now, like Sailor Moon, I feel like the Sailor Moon aesthetic from the 90s is so beautiful. And Crystal is cool,
yeah.
But it's like
there's a majestic vibe that you get from like the OGs. And it's like, you can tell they took their time with it.
Yeah.
You can just see that like, they just, not so that they just planted something for Crystal, but you can definitely tell the difference. Like, you get that real heart and soul. Because it was the first thing that they made. It's the baby.
Yeah, and then like the way that they did the animation, you know, you can buy sales from different like old school anime on eBay where they were hand painting the scenes and like, you know, I don't know how animation works, but you know what I mean. So like you got these hand painted sales, and it's just so beautiful, just like how creative they were, and it's still amazing now. I think like the use of 3D animation that Demon Slayer relies on. I was just about to say,
baby,
them trees look like they'll come out at you.
Wow,
it's beautiful.
They really stepped it up.
Yeah,
like, it's not saying that it has died, because it has not. It has elevated.
Yeah.
But you can't go forward without respecting what has already been placed.
I feel like if you are turned off of an anime because of the animation time period, that's not a good enough reason. If you don't want to watch anime because you don't like the animation in general, like, I completely understand when people didn't like Way of the House Husband because it was that, whatever you call it, animation. It's still good. You should watch it.
You should watch it. Give it a chance. But if not,
it's fine. You know, we're not here to bully anybody.
That's probably why
it's up Fox to read. Huh?
You can bully me if you want to. I promise you, I will mute.
Bully her. What were you about to say? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I forgot.
Oh,
wait. It's probably, I was saying, it's probably hard that I can't really get into One Piece.
Oh.
Because of that style of animation.
So, yeah.
I know it's because, like, it's older, but at the same time, just like...
I didn't like the art style for a long time. That's why I didn't want to watch it, but it really does fit.
Like, if I wiki the first few, like, seasons and skip it to where the animation was a little bit better, would that be bad? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think whatever makes your heart happy, but I do think it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and it's actually really fun. And the animation doesn't throw you off, especially because, like, Luffy is such a cool character. And Zoro,
I mean, I want to get into it. I do, because I know it's
just for Zoro.
He says Zoro was what?
Fine, F-I-N-E, beautiful.
All right.
It is with his green hair.
All right. Well, I can't talk because me and Castlevania, I'll be like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness, I can list Aizawa. Like, I can list the anime men that I love. Okay. I'm not ashamed.
I ain't ashamed.
We grown.
Woo!
We're real.
Lord, have mercy.
That job, I'm very,
I was like,
beautiful.
I'm all for, my man to be like my coffee. But sometimes.
Yeah. See, I mean, the thing is that
sometimes it be a little sprinkled up in there.
Yeah.
Like, golly, where you came from? I know you got something in you. Maybe not.
Ooh.
Maybe it's pure. Or whatever. Anywho.
Well, I did want to transition into Netflix because I would say one thing we didn't have growing up is a lot of ways to watch anime. Because I remember back in the day, my cousin used to get like the episodes of Dragon Ball Z we didn't have from, that we couldn't watch from Blockbuster.
Yes, I was about to say
Blockbuster. Blockbuster had good anime, yeah. But now you have Hulu, you have Crunchyroll, you have the Funimation app, you have Netflix. And Netflix is probably going to be the death of a lot of anime. Like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you seen High Rise Invasion?
I saw that.
It is bad. Which the manga might be good.
I could not understand for the life of me what the plot was. I couldn't understand like where they were going with stuff. Like nothing was flowing. It was like, oh, and I have control of this with my cell phone. And it's like, okay.
And then it's like,
and you're not even shooting folks for real.
Yes, the fan service is like, oh my goodness, a bullet knocked my blouse open. Look at your boobs. I'm only 15 years old. This is fine.
Yeah.
And Netflix did a documentary about anime. Do not watch it. It's terrible. It's basically a documentary about
some
Netflix
things,
anime.
Some things they just need to like not do.
Yeah.
And anime is one of them. They've been coming out with. Okay, so I watched Baki. Mm-hmm. I watched the first season, and it's all about fighting, which is straight, but it's just like. Again, the plot's missing. You could tell that they rushed it just to put something out there. And now it doesn't make sense. Yeah. I try to give it a chance. 7 Deadly Sins now is turning to crap.
That's one I can't watch because of the animation.
Like the first one, good. Mm-hmm. Like the movie in between, it was straight. After that, like this one, okay, so what they have now, I can understand where they were trying to go. Mm-hmm. But it's still just like...
Yeah. Now, there's some stuff on there that I will watch because I like it. Like, I can never say it, but it's like Kakaguri. Girl. With the gambling.
Oh, ooh.
That was good.
That was them?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix originally.
Oh.
Is it?
I don't know. I watched it
Well,
on
if it
Netflix.
is, kudos for you for your 1 point.
And then they have
baby,
Candy
that
Blasters.
was it. That was it. That's like, okay, that's a good anime that's not about power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, when I tell you, I was hooked. I was like, this girl is a mess.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
But it's so entertaining.
It is very entertaining.
It's like watching Love and Hip Hop, but it's anime.
It is a lot of fan service. I always give that disclaimer because it does make some people uncomfortable, especially when they're supposed to be in high school.
Okay, I'm about to shame myself. And I don't care. Mm-hmm. When I first heard fan service, like it was like some years ago, like probably a year or two, I thought that they were making episodes based off what the fans wanted.
Oh, you know what? That would be better. I mean, technically, yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's actually right.
Right, but in the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Netflix anime is not perfect. I think I said Candy Blasters is another one. That's a black guy who did it. And that's on Netflix.
What was it, Yasuke?
I didn't like that one.
At all. At first I was like, oh, this is cool because it got robots and stuff. And I was like, it don't make sense. The main characters who should have lived died. Yeah. And it was just like all over the place. Like they're trying to be like a mega center for everything and try to like, you can't beat people who have done this a while, like a lot longer than you have, just because you are Netflix. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. Like just because you're a mega staple doesn't mean that you can dab into other areas and think that you can control it. Yeah. Everything that they have done, except for the gambling one, has been rushed. There's no like gods versus humans and stuff. Don't get me started. Yeah. I turned it off after Adam.
You know, I realized this.
I had Adam versus Zeus.
End it. Cut it off. Report it. Flag it. No thanks.
Oh, don't talk about flags. Ugh. Flags on, on Twitter, they're doing the whole.
I don't want to talk about it.
I have muted.
Did you see?
I muted the crap out of it.
I muted it too. That was what my tweet was about. Can I mute an emoji?
Yeah, someone showed you like you have to select all and then scroll to mute.
I can't stand it. I don't care about
I was like, who
flags.
started that? Like,
It's
y'all
the
not
worst
listening
one.
to the red flags anyway.
I know, y'all just saying stuff.
Red flag, but you're gonna be like, but I like him.
Right. I can't stand it.
The flags don't matter when you like somebody, to some of y'all.
Well,
Anyway.
I feel like this probably should have been a part 2, and I think it might be because
It
we
will
have a lot
be,
more.
because we still have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there's some more stuff that we'll be doing in the future with another creator. So there will be. I'm very excited to talk about it, but
wait, when's the next time we should be together? The weekend after next, right?
Oh shit, was that 53? Okay, let's close
Yeah,
out. Yeah, it's the weekend after next.
Okay.
But
on that note, we would like to continue to tell you about this wonderful giveaway.
Yeah, so you made it to the end of the episode.
Yes.
Thank you. This is going to be a part 2 because we just love talking about anime, and maybe next time we'll talk about manga and a manga that Fox has read by then. Maybe we'll see. But going back to the giveaway, Demon Slayer, as we mentioned before, it is basically a whole packet of cool things, and you can find the image that shows all of it on Instagram. So in order to enter to win, you have to follow us at Solar Scouts Pod on Instagram, and follow Manga Brownies, manga_brownies on Instagram. And you also have to be subscribed to us on YouTube.
And you have to comment on this video.
Yes. The full extent of it, to be honest, like the full list will be in the description, because I'm sure we are forgetting something. And it'll also be on Instagram. So make sure you go on our Instagram and check in the description below to get the full giveaway rules. And good luck. I hope that somebody is happy with winning and that they're a legit person and not trying to spam us.
Yeah.
So we're very excited.
I will find out.
We will probably find out. We can kind of tell. But it's no big deal. Whoever wins, you're awesome. And we'll have more giveaways in the near future. The creator that I'm talking about, she's wonderful. She is a comic book writer. I mean, I love her so much. I just can't say enough. But
manifestation. This is what I will say.
So, right. So anyways, thank you so much for listening and watching. Like I said at the beginning, if you can, if you're on Apple,
you can't even see my hand. I'm doing all this.
They can probably see a little bit. Please go to Apple Podcasts and give us a rating. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. Yes, Spotify. Please. All the support that you can give, and then follow us on Instagram. We don't post a lot, but we're trying to, and let us know what other content that's outside of our bi-weekly episodes.
Like if you want to hear about RuPaul's Drag Race, let me know.
That ain't got nothing to do with the stuff we doing. That's gonna be on her page.
Just kidding.
I tried to get her to talk about What If, but she didn't do it.
But you didn't want me to.
I told you to talk about it.
Okay, I can. Anywho, until next time, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, weekend, whatever weekday. Be blessed.
Be blessed. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, bye.